Almost 2 years since Yardley Love of Cockeysville was murdered inside her apartment just off the campus of the University of Virginia.
ABC 2 News' Christian Schaefer has been in Charlottesville covering the trial of the man who's now been convicted of killing her. And Christian is back with us here tonight with a look at what's next now for George Huguely. Christian?
Yeah, guys, the jury's sentence, 26 years for George Huguely, is actually a recommendation for the judge to consider. But an expert who followed the trial says it's a recommendation that is almost always followed. And there's no parole in Virginia, but still, George Huguely will not spend that full 26 years in prison. He'll be out by his mid-40s. A second-degree murder conviction for George Huguely, the prosecution in the murder of Yardley Love unable to prove that Huguely intended to kill her, which would have led to first-degree murder, or that the taking of her computer flowed from the killing, which would have led to felony first-degree murder.
The jury definitely was considering it, because as late as 5 hours into the deliberations, the jury was talking about felony murder. They had a question about it. So first-degree murder was definitely on the table well into the day.
George Huguely's attorneys were pushing for manslaughter with a maximum 10-year sentence. They did not put up a fight during the sentencing phase of the trial, putting no witnesses on the stand, no family members, no friends, no one to support George Huguely.
They knew that if they had put on evidence testifying about George Huguely's good character, that the Commonwealth was prepared to put on a number of witnesses who would be able to testify to the contrary.
Including potentially a Virginia police officer who had charged him with resisting arrest back in 2008.
It was almost like checkmate. The Commonwealth had the defense in checkmate. You move here, we've got you, and if you move the other way, we've got you. There's no move.
At Huguely's sentencing in April, his defense team will ask Judge Edward Hogshire to impose a lighter sentence than the jury's 26-year recommendation. Scott Goodman predicts it won't work.
The defendant asked for the jury, and so the judge's normal response is, you're going to get what you asked for.
However, Virginia has what's known as a truth in sentencing law. There is no parole, but all sentences are automatically cut down to 85% of the total. So Huguely's actual sentence would be about 22 years minus the nearly 2 that he's already served. He's 24 right now, so he could be out of prison by about age 45. Christian Schaefer, ABC 2 News.